Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel, and please do remember, if you do not like what I say, how I say it, or why I say it, then please do feel free to click off this video and go about the rest of your day in peace. And so we are going to be doing a what do you need to know for December reading. With that said, so I've decided to try to change up these monthly readings that I'm doing where they are timeless readings. But again, they're centered around this idea of what's happening for you in December. So this could be any December in the future, now that you could be watching this video, and then the messages will apply to you then. Because one of the top questions I always get on my videos is this a timeless reading? And with that said, any reading that I do, even if it has time-sensitive information in it, it can still be resonant with you. It doesn't have to necessarily be a timeless reading to ring true to you. Again, if the message resonates, then it resonates. It doesn't need to be timeless or time sensitive. Either way, if the message resonates, it resonates. So trust what you feel and what makes sense to you. With that said, though, again, we are focusing on what messages do you need to know for December. It could be this current December as I'm doing this video, or any future December that comes around. So with that said, we have pile 1, which this is actually one of my own stickers. If you don't follow my art channel, check that out down below. But that is one of my stickers with one of my characters on it. Then we have pile 2 with the little silky mermaid. We have pile 3 with the blue fairy. And pile 4, we have sort of a kingfisher and snake thing going on. So go ahead and meditate on the cards. Focus on what you need to know for December, and we'll jump right into the readings. All right, for those who chose pile 1 with my own personal character sticker here, I'll go ahead and set him somewhere right there, maybe. I also wanted just a little reminder, I did a book cover. So I really appreciate if you guys go down into the description and check out the link to the book and go and support the author, because it helps to support me in the artwork that I do. And especially if you want a nice, sexy read for the cold winter days of December, definitely go check it out. So let's go ahead and jump into our reading here. So for our tarot, let me get situated here. So you guys have some interesting cards. We have the 3 of Swords. We then have the 8 of Cups. And then we have the Ace of Swords. So right off the bat with the way that the tarot are. So obviously for December, and I feel like this extends beyond December. Like, this is something that's been building up. You know, this has been building up for a while. There is a situation or a relationship that is hurting your heart. It's no longer good. It's painful. It's just not there. And it's time for you to pick up the sword and cut that shit out, and like move away from it. And again, this is a decision that's not going to make sense to anybody else. I even feel like, especially we're talking about December, and yes, this part might be a little bit more topical to when I'm recording this video, but there is a lot of people going through it right now where they're having to cut out family members. And that is very hard around the holidays. Again, we're talking about December. We got lots of holidays going on in December, regardless of what you may celebrate. And so it's a very hard time, and it's a very hard thing to do, to walk away from a family member when you know that they are, they could be abusive. Again, they have completely different views that are damaging to you and your life, or whatever it may be, or somebody you love. And no matter how much you want them to love you and to accept you and to understand why it is you are upset, they're just not going, sometimes no matter how many times you argue with them, they are never going to see the reason until you do something. And even then, when you do something drastic, like completely be like, no, I'm not seeing you for the holidays. I'm blocking you on social media. I'm blocking you off my phone. I'm like doing all this stuff to protect my space and my sanity from you. It's like, that is a very hard thing to do. And maybe they see the error of their ways. Maybe they'll understand then, but maybe they won't. And that is just something that you're going to have to come to terms with. Again, that's a very specific message for some people. Again, we have the Ace of Swords here. There is a sense of new beginning. Like your new beginning will come around once you walk away. Just walk away from the situation. You have to realize that it is damaging to you, whether that's a career, a relationship, a romantic relationship, a friendship, again, family, whatever it is a damaging, it can even be the relationship with yourself, with a habit, with an addiction. You understand that this is no longer, it hurts you. It hurts you so much. It breaks your fucking heart. But you have to step away from it. You have to move on. And when you do, again, your angels, your guides, your spirit, your higher self, whatever you want to, whatever you believe in, it is going to be there to offer you a brand new beginning. But again, it's one that you have to pick up the sword to accept. It's a double-edged blade. It can either cut you or it can help you. It can serve you. So let's also look at the other cards we have here. So we have animals. I wouldn't even be surprised if some of you, again, we have a lot of bird imagery coming out here. I wouldn't be surprised if there's you're getting some synchronicities, you're getting some messages through the imagery of birds, or birds are suddenly around you all the time. Or I get the sense that animals that you've grown up with, that you've loved, or again, just an animal that you highly resonate with is appearing in your dreams. Again, this is your way of your higher self or your spirit guides, your angels, to communicate with you, to tell you something that you need to work with. And it might be that, again, you walk away from this relationship, something that could be healing for you is to work with animals. Foster, maybe, if that is something that you feel responsible to do. Again, I don't recommend that. I don't recommend everybody to run out and go get a pet. I think that's can be very dangerous for the animal as well as you. It's like that's a decision that I feel like you need to take very seriously if you're going to do something like that. We also have, what do you need to release? You need to release whatever this Three of Swords situation is. And you guys are going to know. You're going to know. Again, this message is one you've heard a million times by now. You probably, if obviously you're sitting here on YouTube looking at tarot readings, either you just happen to, you're a little bit curious and you just stumbled on this video, or you watch them on the regular. You've heard this message before. We also have candle magic with, it's card 2, finger the spine and caress thy lips, light the spell spilling from your grip. So we're going to get into what these 3 oracle cards are talking about. We're going to start with our candle magic here, which is card 2. So with this card, it is talking about the keywords of intention, prayer, and hope. Yes, have hope that you can move away from this situation. It is coming. Set that resolution. So perhaps more than any time of the year, the holidays are perfect for lighting up the night with candles. They are carriers of your intentions, invocations, and hopes for brighter days. It is common to light a candle for prayers and to represent Jesus, I can't read today, the divine's presence in both religious and magical or pagan practices. The simple act of lighting candles reminds you that the light can always be found even in the darkest places, and that light represents hope and that all will be well. Candle magic is burning in your spread to inform you that your prayers have been received. If you're seeking a positive sign for your situation, know that this is it. You must have hope that things will work out in your favor. Additionally, the cosmic forces that are lighting a pathway for you to receive even more blessings in your life. Your spiritual support team is always with you and will show you the way when you cannot see it clearly. Receiving candle magic is a sign that you are headed for peaceful times. Exactly. That sword of justice coming up for you to find peace, to find balance. So the magical tip with this card is carve an intention into the spine of a taper candle using a sharp object such as a needle or a pen. You can try single words like wealth or protection to make it easier to fit on the side of the candle. Place your candle in a taper candle holder as you light it. Say your intention out loud 3 times. Burn the candle down completely throughout the day. You can repeat the same intention after 28 days until your intention comes to pass. So you can kind of line that up with the moon phases as well. Which again, we have a moon card here, so that might be helpful for you because we're talking about the waning moon. This is definitely, the waning moon is about releasing things. It's about letting go. It's a time of really like going in within yourself and just kind of taking it easy. You don't want to be trying to do too much stuff around the waning moon because it is a time for you to rest and, again, release. So let's look at this waning moon. So what do you need to release? The waning moon points to what's falling away. Life goes in cycles, and sometimes we need downtime or to let go. No matter when in the moon cycle you pull this card, it's a sign that a situation has peaked, for better or worse, and it's time for you to go easier. It's the autumn and winter of the cycle. So what do you need to release? Almost certainly something from the situation you're asking about. This card can be very positive, but it can still be gently suggesting that you let something go and stop trying so hard. So attuned to this energy, you need to say, it's safe to let go and move on. Again, this is your sign to it's okay to let go. So move forward with as little resistance as possible. This is not the time to start new projects. Release emotional baggage is recommended now. Say sorry to someone. Do energetic work such as meditation or yoga. Soon you'll see what lies ahead. Again, that future is coming once you turn away from the situation. So lastly, we're going to talk, this is the Spellcaster Oracle cards. So, and we have animals, which is one of the earlier cards in the deck. So you often feel that you'd much prefer the company of furry and feathered friends to that of the human variety. You understand animals are special, for they hold no judgment, only a pure love that radiates on a cosmic level. Show your appreciation for their loyalty and personal qualities by taking time out with an animal companion or playing with a beloved pet. The love you share with animals is special and continues when they pass over, as they remain faithfully on your side in spirit. Losing an animal companion who's wandered far from home is a heartbreaking worry. Your prayers for protection will guide them safely back at this time. So, and I'll show you what the spell incantation is, if you want to do that, but also some magical meanings with this card is train as an animal healer and communicator, support and campaign for animal charities. A deceased animal companion is still very much with you. An animal brings healing. So lastly, go ahead and pause if you'd like, because there is the spell incantation, if you so wish to do it. Now, a little bonus thing that I'm doing for all the piles for this reading is we're going to pull an Angel Answers card. So what I want you to do at this time is I want you to ask a specific question. Focus on that attention, and then we're going to shuffle the deck, and we're going to pull a card. So those who chose pile 1 with their question in mind, what answers do they need to know? Oh, all right. And we have success. So again, whatever you're asking for, there is success involved in here. You're going to see success. So again, that applies to whatever your particular question is. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull 3. We also have if you believe, and lastly, we have if you're ready. So if you believe, if you're ready, you will have the success. So again, you can combine all 3 of those, or again, each one may resonate for you personally with your particular question, because not everybody may be asking the same question at this point. So with that said, that is all the messages I'm seeing for December. If this resonated, if you enjoyed it, do let me know down in the comments. Do not forget to check out all my links down below, especially the one for the book. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye. All right, for those that chose pile 2 with the Silky Mermaid, this sticker is done by Lord Gris, for those who are interested. And also, please remember, as a little insert here, I did a book cover this year. It is linked down below in the description, and I would really love for you guys to go and check it out, because it not only does it help support the artist, but it also, the author, it also supports me, the artist. But yeah, this is a perfect read for anybody who likes supernatural, sexy content and is looking for a thick read for the December cold days. With that, let's go ahead and jump into your reading here. So let's see what we got. So you guys have the Nine of Cups, the traditional wish fulfillment card of the deck. We also have the Knight of Swords. And we have the Sun card. So really, you guys have a fabulous breakdown here of cards. So obviously, you know, the sun is shining at this time. You have brand new beginnings on the horizon. Oh, actually, excuse me. All right, that's why I double checked. So this is actually the Page of Swords, excuse me, not the Knight. So it's the Page of Swords. So again, we have youthful energy here. We have new energy, new beginnings coming through. If you use your intelligence wisely. Okay, there is a sense of here that in December, you're probably going to be living it up a little bit. You're going to be enjoying revelry. There might be drinks involved, parties, success. And you're just, again, I feel like you're living it up in these months in particular. And again, just be obviously discerning with how much fun you have, or again, what you're wishing for. Because again, this is an energy in this month for you guys in particular where your wishes can definitely come to fruition. So let's see what else we have. We have courage. We have a lot of Leo energy here, the sun energy. We also have adjustments are required, the third quarter moon. And you also got two of these particular cards. We have Storm. As within and so without, there are storms a-coming, a change without a doubt. And we have Cardinal Medicine. Thyself bleeds of sacredness, an honor fit for the gods. You are worth all of the seas and all of the skies and all the desires you hold inside. So yes, this definitely feels like you guys need to have courage, even in the face of whatever may be happening in the world, around you, in your life. If you have courage, you know what, if you have courage and you believe in yourself, you are going to get the desires that you wish for. So let's start diving in. We're going to start with the adjustments are required with the third quarter moon. I feel like a lot of you picked this particular pile. You have a hard time believing in that. Believing in the sense of like, like affirmations. Making wishes, doing magic. Like, I feel like some of you, even though you're interested in it, obviously, because you clicked on this video, you're very apprehensive of it. You have this sense of wariness about it, guarding yourself from it. Even though I feel like, again, there's certain things that you've experienced throughout your life, little things that suggest this otherworldly magic, you still doubt it. You still have reservations about it. And it's something that gives you a lot of anxiety. I don't know why this pile gives me so much anxiety right now. Like, I feel it bubbling up. You guys have anxiety because your faith, or the beginnings of a new faith, is really battling with what you intellectually know. You're having issues reining these two sides of yourself. I feel like the storm that's coming is an internal one for you, and it's been around for a while. Like, internally, you're not sure how to allow yourself to let loose, to let the divine guide you, so to speak, to give into the sense of making wishes. So let's see, adjustments are required. Think of yourself as a vessel that has been filled more and more over the past few weeks. Some of what has come your way may have been wonderful, but there is also a lot of negativity, and you need to let go of this. Whatever situation you're asking about now, be honest about whether there are toxic emotions involved, which you need to release into the ethers. This card also comes with the promise that not all is lost. However, there are changes or adjustments required before you will go to where you want to be. A change of course is forecast now that recent events have been understood and acted upon. There may also be a crisis now which will remind you what you want and what is time to let go of, so pay attention. So to attune to this, say, I am reevaluating the situation. The situation may not be as bad as you imagine it is. Your life may be out of balance, and this may be causing you issues. It may be time to hatch a whole new plan. Something new and exciting is around the corner. Trust may be required to move this situation forward. Again, I get a big sense that you guys don't have a lot of trust. It's weird. This pile has some weird energies going, because like at one point it's like I feel like maybe it's that a lot of you pick this pile. You're at different points in this. Some of you are at the beginning of it, while some of you are just like about to exit out of it. This distrust, this anxiety, this like, okay, I need to reevaluate everything. Like some of you have already done that at reevaluating, and you're like, okay, I have these wishes I got my cups in a row. Here comes the sun to shine upon all of this. So let's talk about the storm and the cardinal magic, which is card 3 and 37. So let's start with the cardinal magic. The key words here are partnership, honoring the sacred, self, uniqueness. Cardinals represent devotion, loyalty, and unity, values that are essential to a loving, happy companionship. Receiving cardinal medicine is a sign that a loving partnership is close at hand. Like our Feathered Friends song, your partner is sending out a vibration, calling you to notice them. Be open-minded, as cardinals are also symbols of uniqueness. Your potential love may be interesting and different, but no less extraordinary. Cardinals mate for life, so any new relationships in the coming months could have the potential to lead to marriage or long-term partnerships. Cardinals also represent self-empowerment. They're a reminder that a partnership doesn't mean a loss of yourself. If you are currently in a relationship, you're being guided to be a part of the whole without losing what makes you unique. Your sense of self is an asset to your partner. You bring things to the table and that the other lacks, and vice versa. Always remember that your unique, beautiful magic is why your partner loves you to begin with. Exactly. So maybe some of you have apprehension because with the holiday seasons, with parties and such going on, you're meeting somebody new. And maybe some of you, again, I feel like you've gone through some bad relationships in the past and you feel very, very apprehensive about it. Have courage that this one is not a bad egg. So, Storm with card 37. The keywords here are gathering energy, challenge, and change. Again, gathering energy is a good thing. We're building up the energy that you need to be put towards that magic you need to work. So there's a storm brewing on the horizon, and it's headed straight for you. When this card appears in a reading, you can expect massive change, upheaval, or a complete shock that throws you off your game. Such changes could be significant, like an unexpected divorce, losing a job, financial ruin, or loss of where you call home. With that as a caveat, I'm also going to say that change, an unexpected massive change, doesn't necessarily need to be a negative thing. It could also be like you meet somebody you weren't expecting to ever meet and they completely change your life. It can also be positive things. It doesn't necessarily always have to be a negative. Ultimately, these changes will bring about something positive, although it may not seem that way at first. It may seem like the universe is determined to bring you down. This couldn't be further from the truth. The universe is only taking away the things that have been holding you back, giving you a false sense of security and shelter. When the storm clears, you'll find clarity and the tools needed to rebuild, becoming stronger. Storm brings an ominous message, but there's always time to make the best of your situation. Storm guides you to hold on for the ride rather than trying to fight a losing battle. This is an opportunity to liberate yourself from the weight that keeps you stuck in one place. Additionally, storm tends to come along when you're on the cusp of significant spiritual shift. Change for you could manifest inwardly through the destruction of limiting beliefs rather than something external. Again, I feel like that's more the vibe for you guys, where it's like what you fundamentally believe is about to be shaken to its core. I don't know if you guys are going to have like a spiritual encounter. Some of you, I'm like getting tingles all over my body right now. Don't freak out, but you could have a near-death experience in December, or something like that. Or you're going to be faced with something so profound like death. It may not be directly you, it could be somebody else around you, that it's going to shake you to your core, and it's going to make you completely reevaluate your beliefs and what you wish for in life. Lastly, we have courage. So with this card, we are talking about, these are the spell casting oracle cards. So your extreme aversion to something that's plagued you for most of your life is causing you to become irrational. There's that anxiety I was feeling. An overwhelming and debilitating fear has a significant impact at even the thought of coming face to face with your antagonist perpetrator. Avoidance and exaggerated, unrealistic sense of danger has led to restrictions and increased your anxiety. Holy shit! Tracking back to the original source of a phobia will help you to understand your triggers and intense psychological reactions. In order to heal with courage and a little banishment magic, you can find complete peace of mind. What the hell? That is crazy. Because I've never pulled this card before, so I had no idea it had to do with anxiety. And that's what I was totally feeling when I was looking at these cards. There's so much... Like, there's good messages, there's, like, warning messages, and again, it's, like, all this back and forth and just, like, ugh. But anyway, magical meanings here is your fears relate to past life. Oh, past life regression. Literally. Again, and that's, like, even with, like, something like the near-death experience thing. It's, like, a lot of times when people have that, it can trigger stuff like that. Like, past life regression can even relate to that feeling of, like, again, because you could be going through a past life regression that has to do with how you died in that past life. So that's pretty crazy. Your sensitivity is compromised by another's phobia. Interesting. Understanding is key to healing. You're safe and protected. So I'm also going to show you on screen the little spell incantation. If you want to go ahead and do that, it might be helpful. Again, screenshot, pause, you know the drill. And lastly, the extra little surprise here that I didn't let you guys know about at the beginning of the video was I'm also going to pull an Angel Answers card. So what I want you to do, I'm going to pull 3 of them. So either all 3 messages can be combined or one particular out of 3 is what's going to be related to your question. I want you to focus on a specific question. Focus on it now, and then we're going to shuffle and we're going to pull 3 cards. So go ahead and focus on your question. For pile 2, what is the answers they need to know? All right. Ooh, we have helpful people. Oh, and there's our 2 cards. I feel like you guys... No. Yeah, so we have 2 more cards. We have Don't Stop, and we have Choose a New Direction. Helpful people, don't stop, and choose a new direction. Again, all 3 of those might help you in your question, or one particular out of these message applies to the question you focused on. So with that said, that's everything I'm seeing for your December reading here. Again, please do remember to check out the book link down in the description because it helps to support me and the author. And if you enjoyed this reading, do let me know, and I will see you in the next one. All right, for those who picked pile 3 with the blue fairy here, before we jump into this, I want to remind you that I did a book cover. So please do check out the link down below to the book, because it not only does it help support me, but it also helps support the author. And if you're looking for a spicy supernatural read for the cold December days, this is a book I would recommend. So now we're going to go ahead and jump into your cards for this month of December and see what you need to know. So we have the Queen of Cups. We have the Ace of Wands, okay, and we have the 2 Swords. All right, straight up, what I feel like for you guys is you need to trust your fucking intuition. All right, your intuition is telling you need to just do it. You just need to start this new beginning. You're like hemming and hawing. You're like, there's something you don't want to deal with looking at, because it's like you think either option is bad, but I think you're forgetting about a third option that is just trusting your gut, what you feel inside to lead you forward. Trust your emotions and where it's pulling you, where your gut is pulling you. So we also have empowerment. We have hold your vision. And we have the unknown. Think on it and you will stumble. For the heart is a ghost upon the unknown. Let it bleed into the depths, bearing nothing but desire. Trust your desires. Again, the Queen of Cups, she works purely on that instinct, on her intuition, in following. She doesn't know where she's stepping. She doesn't know where she's going, but she just trusts that the ground, something is there to catch her as she's going, because she trusts so fully in herself and in her intuition that nothing could uproot that. And again, you guys, you need to understand that you're not going to be able to see the clear answers. You just have to go with it and go with the feeling, go with the passion that you have and step into that. And this is talking about the fixed moon. You guys are stubborn. So some of you might even literally have your moon in your natal chart in one of the fixed signs, which are Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, and Scorpio. So you guys could have your moon literally sitting there, or again, some other major placement in your natal chart has this fixed energy, or again, you have a lot of points, you have a lot of energy that are in those fixed signs. And that is something that's going to definitely generate stubbornness. It's going to take a lot to convince you to believe in something or to trust advice. You're going to fight against all of that until again, you kind of experience and then okay, yeah, maybe you were right. But it's going to take you a bit to admit that. That's just how the fixed energy works. So let's go ahead and let's talk about your empowerment card here first and foremost. So these are the spell casting oracle deck. So there's going to be a spell related to this that might be useful. So with this, it's talking about you have so many strengths and yet you allow others to take away your power. When your words are dismissed, when your actions are mocked, your light fades because you don't stand up to be counted. You may say silently to yourself that everything is fine and that you know the real truth, but the universe requires you to stamp your authority so that you can grow fully into the wise one that you truly are, the wisdom keeper that others are waiting to turn to. By working with the element of fire to purge any fears that hold you back, you're more able to step fully into your power with Salamander, the elemental guardian of fire, as your ally. Interesting. So you guys want to work with that Salamander fire energy. And again, that's interesting because we have that Ace of Wands, which is that pure fire energy to begin with. I feel like some of you lean more towards the air and the water side. Fire is going to help you a lot here. So magical meanings with this card is stand up and be counted. It's time to get your opinion across. Someone is trying to control you. Participate in an organized firewalk. Seize the day. And now I'm going to show you the incantation that you guys can use. Again, screenshot, pause, whatever you need to do to read this. And now we're going to move on to the Hold Your Vision card, which is that fixed moon. So with that, there are two main possibilities with this card. First is that you need to stand firm in whatever situation you're in. Again, we have two cards reiterating that. Stand firm in what situation you're in. The second, very different interpretation is that something is stuck. That could be referring to the situation you're asking about. If that's the case, have a think about what you can do to grease the wheels so that the events move forward. Are you being stubborn? If so, that's great, because if you really want things to change, there's a solution. Stop digging your heels in. Be the one to break a deadlock. With two interpretations for this card, it's up to you to decide what's going on and which meaning applies to you. This offers up a chance for some self-reflection. So, to attune to this energy, say yes. Just say the word a lot and see how it feels. And that's totally what the Ace of Wands is all about. It's about saying yes. It's about just doing a thing. Just do it. So staying power, faith, or patience are needed. Someone needs to back down. Avoid stagnation. A personal or professional relationship will be enduring. So now we're going to talk about the unknown, because this might be what you're kind of digging your heels into. You're playing it too safe. You're staying in a situation and you're not following your intuition because it's scary. It's the unknown, So potential, creativity, and risk are the key words here. So the unknown is wide open to you now. And pulling this card is a sign that your creative power and ability to manifest your dreams is growing. Take advantage of this unusual period of support and abundance. Visualize all of your deepest desires and greatest wishes. Be the master of your canvas and paint the image of your life. Of your life and dreams. Will you dare to entertain your biggest goals? The unknown requires you to be willing to take a risk. What you want cannot be achieved from a place of comfort or in doing what you already know. With significant risk comes great rewards, and the unknown says now is the time to take a leap of faith. Don't be afraid to fail. Even failure has values and lessons that will help you grow. Be bold and be willing to go against conformity for the sake of freedom and divine alignment with your soul's purpose. Exactly. So, with that said, again, I think your reading is pretty cut and dry, where it's just like, yeah, stop blind. Like, the blindfold is twofold. It's like, it could be you, again, just staying stagnant. You don't want to see the future. You just like, I just want to stay where I know, where it's comfortable, on this side of the wall, when there's this whole other world to be explored. Or, again, the blindfold can be a positive thing because it's forcing you to take a step forward without knowing where you're going. Just let the flow of the universe kind of guide you and trust your intuition that, again, you're stepping on the right path. Now, the fun little thing I didn't tell you at the start of this video was that we're going to pull an Angel Answers card. And what I want you to do, we're going to pull 3. And I want you to focus on a specific question. So one of the cards that comes out is an answer to help you with your question, or you can combine all 3. So at this time, think about your question. And then we're going to go ahead and pull answers for pile 3. What does pile 3? What answers do they need? Ooh. All right, here comes our first card. No. All right, for our next card, we have within the next few weeks, and our last one, pile 3. Ask your angels. Again, focus on that intuition. Ask for guidance. All right. So again, all these, again, this is all up to you guys. Whatever question you ask, you can combine all 3, or one particular message has to do with what you're asking. So with that said, please do remember to check out the link down in the description to the book because it helps support me and the author. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, also let me know that in the comments and what you would like to see next, especially as we move into the new year. And I will see you in the next one. All right, for those who picked the 4th and final pile with the Kingfisher and the Snake, I'm going to set that aside. And please do remember, I did a book cover. So do check out the link down in the description. And it helps to support me as well as the author. And especially if you're looking for a sexy supernatural read for the cold days of December, I highly recommend go and give it a read. So with that, let's dive into your cards here. So for you guys, you guys got actually an extra card. Last pile gets a little extra something. So, but it's interesting with the cards you have. We have the 5 of Swords. We have the Hangman. We have the 7 of Pentacles. And we have the 7 of Wands. So you guys got 2 7s here. So you have 6, synchronicity numbers. 7 is a big one for you guys. Actually, wait. Yeah. 7. So you got a lot going on here. So for you guys, what am I feeling here? I feel like some of you are fighting against a situation that you're trying too hard to rush. I feel like this is a time where it's like you need to stop pushing so hard. I feel like there's also outside forces that are trying to push as well. They're trying to maybe rush you in your process, and it's like you can't. You're kind of stuck in this situation, and it's kind of what you have to experience at this moment. You have to learn patience through this. You have to learn patience as well as standing your ground for what it is that you are doing. I feel like you guys are in the act of trying to grow something, and instead of trying to force this project or whatever it is to come to fruition faster than it needs to, you need to step back and you need to kind of reassess from a new perspective. And it's a perspective that's requiring you not to move. And again, other things or people might be trying to push you to move faster than you need to. Let's see what else we have. We have spirit guide. Yeah, you might need to take a pause to kind of connect with the spirit realm, get in that meditation. Again, this is Neptune energy here. I think you're also one of the only piles I got a major arcana card this whole entire reading. I might be wrong. But yeah, like this is a pivotal moment for you, because again, we have major arcanas have to do with like major pivotal energy. We also have show the world the real you, the full moon in Aquarius. And this might have to do with coming to a point of I almost feel like it's kind of double-edged, where it's like you fight so hard to show who you really are, to try to prove something to people. And it's like, you're not going to change the mind of people that you're not going to change the mind of. You know what I mean? Like, some people are just not going to listen. Some people aren't going to accept who you are uniquely. And you know what? That's a losing battle. You need to just walk away from it and reassess. We also have gratitude. Card 18. All that I am and all that I'll be forever in gratitude, I'll eternally be. So yes, there's an aspect here also for some of you where it's like having gratitude for what you already have. Stop trying so hard to rush the rewards, when it's like, be thankful for what you have at this moment. Because again, more things are coming, but they're not going to come just because you demand them to come now, if that makes sense. So let's look more deeply at that gratitude card. So the keywords here are acknowledgement and appreciation. So it can be challenging to find gratitude in times of distress and chaos, for those are the best times to lean into what you have to be thankful for. Gratitude is like an anchor holding you steady when the world around you spins out of control. Most of us are thankful for the big things, like a new car, money, or finding someone you love. But what about small things, like the perfect cup of coffee in the morning or hearing your favorite song on the radio? You can even be grateful for things that haven't happened to you, such as not getting the flu this year. There are many ways to bring gratitude into your life, and the more you do, the more you will see your manifestations coming to pass. You have pulled the gratitude card as a reminder to be thankful for your situation, no matter what the circumstances. You may not understand why this is happening to you, but trust that it leads you towards a divine purpose. The universe needs to feel appreciation, just like you and me. The more you can be grateful, even when you'd rather complain, the more the universe will respond in thanks for your acknowledgement. Gratitude may also help you to see your situation from a new point of view. Seeing the situation from a new point of view. The Hangman. So this particular card also has a magical tip for you guys. I'm going to show it on the screen right now. So again, pause, screenshot, whatever you need to do. It has to do with gratitude journaling, writing it down. That's going to be really helpful for you in the December months. Again, during a time where what you have in abundance is very obvious, but also at the same time, whatever you're losing in these months become ever more harsh, because again, something about the cold, the holidays, it can make things that feel negative and are a loss to you even worse. You need to not focus so much on that, and again, focus on what you do have to be thankful for. So let's also talk about the show the world the real you, the full moon in Aquarius. So with this card, it's talking about Aquarius is all about progress and modernity. So this is the time to move forwards. The new moon in Aquarius. Oh, excuse me. I'm reading the wrong one. I'm reading the new moon. But I guess you guys needed to hear that. Let's go back to the full moon cards, shall we? So full moon in Aquarius. This card brings a message from the cosmos that you need to detach a little from whatever situation you're asking about. And Hangman is all about detachment. Someone might be keeping you at arm's length now, but it's no bad thing. It's important for you to allow life to unfold and progress, even if the changes seems like a frightening prospect. If you've been holding yourself back from showing the world the real you, this card reminds you that your unique characteristics are what make you special. In a relationship, you're being too aloof in a relationship, are you being too aloof and detached? Go ahead and be yourself in whatever is coming for you. So to attune to this energy, say, be aware of your feelings, but also be prepared to move on. Don't lose the beauty and romance of life. You are too much in your head. Get into your heart. A friend needs you. Be there for them. A situation is going to take a very unexpected turn. Interesting. And next up, we have our Spellcaster Oracle card with the Spirit Guide. Let's see what this has to say for you. So, you're never, ever walked alone. For each step you take is guided by a helpful and protective watcher who resides in the spirit world. Spirit guides come in many forms, including deceased loved ones, animals, and mystical beings, who bring to you many gifts and lessons and always have your best interests at heart. All you have to do is be willing to accept their presence and pay attention to their loving messages, which can come in many ways. You're being nudged to be meditative and to go into deep commune with your spirit guardian at this time in order to harness spiritual connection and esoteric understanding, which is totally, again, the Hangman. So for December, you need to really focus on this meditation of stop trying to rush things. And again, focus on your gratitude, what you already have. Be meditative and to allow things to just germinate under the soil for right now. So the magical meanings with this card is messages come to you through words and songs, conversations, and books. Hey, maybe there's something in the book that will resonate for you. We also have signs are all around you. Trust your visions. Leave out gifts of gratitude to seal your bond. Oh my God, that's crazy. So now I'm going to show you the spell incantation. So again, screenshot, pause it. This might be helpful for you to do during December. And lastly, what little surprise I have for you guys is that we're going to pull an Angel Answers card. So I'm going to pull 3. And what I want you to do is I want you to ask a specific question. Focus on that. And again, one of the 3 cards might be an answer to that question, or you can combine all 3. So we're going to see what you guys, pile 4, what answers you need to your questions. Questions, answers. Oh. We're going to reshuffle. We have let go. Let go of the fight. Okay. We have you're ready. You're ready to let go. It's up to you. Exactly. So, if those resonate, definitely do let me know. Again, remember to check out the book link down below because, again, maybe something in the book might be a message from your spirit guide. So with that, I hope you guys have a successful December whenever it is that you are watching this video for December. And I will see you in the next one.